How y'all doing? Ah, oh god. The phlegm. Ah. Oh god. Hold on. Sorry. Jesus. Oh god, I'm flinging around. I'm doing all the shit. Oh god. I'm sorry. um Yeah, we're gonna be playing more FF14. There we go. But yeah, I talked to I've been talking to some people. There may be some changes, a little bit minor, insubstantial, but they'll matter to me, for quality reasons. Yeah. I gotta reset the thing on this. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna be playing more FF14. I'm hoping to get a good amount of the main story quest done. I don't exactly recall where I was last time, like, the name of the quest. But, we are on 2.4, so I think we're gonna be starting Stormblood soon. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. There we go. Alright. But nice to see a Neon Tetra. We got 3 other people. If they want to show up and show off, they can. How am I doing? Doing all right. I think we're gonna have a more, like, solidified schedule starting the week after next. I think my Saturdays are gonna be free starting, like, consistently starting the week after next. Which will be really nice to have. I don't know what I'm gonna schedule on that day. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna schedule on that day. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Hold on, let me check some stuff. I'm checking something real quick. Because, like, I'm moving around a lot more than I used to. I don't know why. Like, vertically a lot more. Maybe I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like, I'm... Is that what it is? Oh, is it the fucking... Is the Z-axis broken? Hold on. Alright. I think I fixed it. So we're not gonna be, like, flinging around as much. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing good. I had to fucking swap around some settings. Maybe... Oh, is it still, like, janky? Because, like, I keep floating down, and then I keep, like, rising up. I don't know what's going on. Like, why do I keep floating up and down? It's weird as fuck. I don't know. I may have to check something, later on. Oh, well. Yeah, but there's no reason I should be raising up a full 4 inches. Anyway, let's just play some FF14. Yeah, there'll apparently be maintenance tomorrow, but I won't be on tomorrow, so... Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna move the class out of the way. I had nowhere to put that cup, so I had to move some stuff. Alright, so, beneath a star-filled sky, how far along are we? FF14... 3.4... Main scenario quest, okay. Post-Dragon Song. Not gonna listen to the stream, fall asleep. Oh, okay. Understandable. Okay, so beneath the star-filled sky... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... Okay, we could probably get, our way onto Stormblood this stream, I think. I'm gonna drink some Hecky water. Alright. There we go. Alright. Yeah, you get water ASMR. That's the benefits you get on the Calf channel. Oh shit, I gotta summon my fairy when I get the chance. Ah, my hair's everywhere. I put too much conditioner in my hair, so now it's, like, completely unmanageable. It's just going everywhere. There we go.
We have heard the glad tidings of Orgrimmoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Linsulaminsa may rest easy. I would like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of the Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, the one which weigheth heavily on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Gairan oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the warriors of darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defineth a single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every humble calamity.
7 times they succeeded. Then 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain.
Aye, all is as my lady Minfala spoke unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, soul sundereth to her call, to flow into the endless sea, and to endure as one and none.
Then, if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die?
In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of the recontinuation of flesh, and the subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to the transcendent light and manner of the warriors of darkness described, it would give way to a void wherein none may know life or death. Far better to die, they reason. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of the soul returneth to the source, may be born anew, saved. As such, it is their belief, I surmise.
If that's true, then... As white noise, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you're fine. I had to drink some water real quick. I didn't want to have it on mic again. If it is true, then gods. No one should ever have to make such a choice.
Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. 'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered unto the hands of certain Almegan parties.
Almegans? Strange. Do you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes?
I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgar.
Just waiting for a moment when I hear you say fuck 3 times in a row when I try to fall asleep. Oh, that's not going to happen in FF14. It's pretty chill. If it were Silksong, we'd be talking a different story. You probably chose something good to fall asleep to, honestly. This is like my chill game.
The individuals who took receipt of the shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of the Almegan liberation. It would also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers seem to be none other than the remnants of Elaine Rollet's network of spies. Accidentally bit my fucking tongue.
Surely you jest. And yet it's not surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine that such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians.
assuming they even know or care who their new employers are.
Oh, Ultra killed Jesus.
All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Maple, Alisaie, will you come with me to Little Alamigo?
Alright.
Yes, of course. I'd like to hear what they have to say for themselves, firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Alphino, Alisaie, Maple. Oh, sorry. Alphino, Alisaie, Maple. Are you three listening? Good. I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were under the employ of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too. What few remained, aye? Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched the final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Alamigo, we're told, where it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men are no longer in need of my services, I have a mind to head their way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of shipments but a few moments ago. And there I was thinking I might be able to be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers.
Sorry, I'm like totally throwing the voice. I need drink to reset. Drink to reset. All right.
Wait a moment. There's more. Wait a moment. There's more. And I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Rollane, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ishtola next, but there's someone... But is there someone else you'd have me notify first?
Why is he turning Irish?
No, there isn't. Thancred, the Thancred voice. There we go, Thancred voice. Thancred voice. Cannot fucking figure out what I had for the Thancred voice.
I really legitimately, I've lost that voice entirely.
What in the world has gotten into her? It's been twice now that we've sought Uriandra's aid, and twice now she's treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of the grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time as at the Levior estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I do not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, Little Alamigo waits. Little Alamigo waits. That's more accurate. I wasn't increasing the pitch of my voice nearly enough. I was lowering it too much.
God, I'm throwing these voices right now. One day I'll get them. One day. There we go.
I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It's been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianger. Well, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know I'm prepared to do what must be done. Alright then. To more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. So, to review, we are reliably informed that the members of the Alamegan Resistance are operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Our task is to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here would be wholly unaware of the Resistance's movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding which individuals who are both able and willing to share such information to outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of town? Alice and I will do the same in the west. Afterwards, we can rendezvous here and share our finding.
Time to talk to all the locals. Isn't this like the 5th quest we've had in this camp?
Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart, he's also inspired more than a few Uldalans to pledge themselves to the cause. It's little wonder the Guardians won't stop until we're all under the yoke.
Talibot.
I see you going there, going around asking questions. Looking for Griffin and his lord, I bet.
Oh my god, did they just fucking make Berserk? Did they just put Berserk in the game?
Seems they're the talk of little Alamito these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Guardians, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face. What with all the scars? Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and they'll send a bloody legion if they knew he were here. Your guess is as good as mine.
Alright, where's the last one? Down here? No. Over here? No. Okay, what's up? Why can't I find the last one? Over in here. Oh, higher floor. Duh. Otlin.
Resistance? Damned if I know. Not as if I'd be any use to him. If you set up the store by all tales of the secret weapons, good luck on you. But I'm too old for the mass bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we get used to it.
Alright. Alfino.
I suppose I should ask you what you learned, but I think I already know.
I don't know what that voice was, but that was an Alfino.
This Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Mass. Yet, despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. They seem to be only that they seem that they... What the fuck? Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation... Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled, but we cannot hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak up with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions. Mayhap enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gunvald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we?
Ah, my voice is fucked right now. I don't know why. Hold on one moment. Alright, the voice is back. We're good. We're good. Ah, fucking holy hell. I don't know what was with my fucking voice earlier. We're better now. Oh my god. I had to, like, disgustingly cough some shit out of my throat. But we're much better now.
Much as it pleases me to...
Oh god. Ah! No!
Much as it pleases me to see you again, Maple, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and Yoels have been asking questions. The Griffin. I know of him, as do we all. He and his mass have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was a suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and vision. They truly believe he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he has accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wildred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go see him with your own eyes, weigh his words with your own heart.
How convenient. 'Tis but a pity that Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I'll stay behind and wait for him.
Deathclaw! Alright. Oh, it's too high. I am so high. Is it the crystal place? All right. Are we gonna have to go in the dungeon?
It's begun already. I can hear voices coming from within.
How y'all doing? We're just out here. Damn, it's Ezio Auditore.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Gallian Empire.
Weird delivery, but sure, we'll go with it.
To overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight
His armor
and
is
die
sick.
for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
Hold on, let me adjust my camera real quick. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't... It was like showing me at an angle for some reason.
This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join
Weird
us,
delivery.
and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more.
Yeah, like a lot of the voice acting is very good, but I just think he didn't get very good direction on what he should be doing here because the accent's a little strange. I may not be familiar with the region, but like it is a little bit of a weird performance.
Power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Oh, shit.
What are you two doing here?
I was wondering when we were gonna get reunited with
I
them.
could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Of heart. Alright. Alfino. Oh God.
Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you! I thought it was pretty obvious you and Maple would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. And you truly believe that? Forgive me. What exactly have you been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we have no choice but to flee Uldar. And would we not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance? That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Lotrio had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and General Raubon had been reinstated, we resolved to make a contact. But, having such long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, I thought this might happen. While the Mass were happy to let refugees spread the word within the community, they were pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we heard a rumor that Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? Curious. It's well known that we were no friends to Garlemald. One would think the man beseeching all and sundry would join... One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I must say that man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man, who's made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the mass. What? It's not like I'm making all of you wear one. And mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the... For all the good it did. Now you've heard the whole of it, but tell me, what prompted you to take interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never entertain such a ridiculous plan, but Griffin... Well, that man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence that he would or would not do so. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The mass have made many such claims of late. I confessed I assumed it would to be mere bluster, but in the context of the shipments you spoke, it's not impossible that they are alluding to a primal.
Well, whatever it is, we'll find it out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me.
Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us.
Oh, God.
If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must indeed obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I would not be surprised if he were one of Griffin's closest associates, and while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he'll probably tell us the mass plans in the broadest strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alfino pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person and we'll arrange a meeting. You'll need to look the part that we might maintain the charade until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot. Have him rub up a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? All seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Maple, let us be off.
Okay, I'm struggling. I'm really, really sorry to like do this, but like I don't think I can do a whole stream. I think I gotta call it. I'm like exhausted. I don't know why. It's like a struggle to do voices, and like I'm actually kind of struggling to keep my eyes open right now. Oh God, I'm really sorry. I wish I could do the stream, but like I had energy going into it, and it just gradually decayed into nothingness, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll see you guys next Thursday. I'll be streaming again at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll probably be playing Mugenics. I'll put up the schedule next Monday. I'm really sorry. Oh God. Sorry.